We're live at Lollapalooza. I'm Marty Lennartz, and joined by Adam Granduciel of the War on Drugs. So nice to have you here at Lollapalooza. Welcome back to Chicago. Welcome to XRT, and welcome to Lolla, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, now you got in last night. You played at Metro.
Yeah, we played Metro last night. Got in the day before, did a bunch of great Chicago things, and yeah, had a great show at the great Metro, and now we're here. It's
What
awesome.
are great Chicago things for you guys?
Well, different for each person in the band, but for me, it's just going to a bunch of different guitar shops. Yeah, and that was great. And eating some good Mexican food. And
Well, you can certainly do those things here in town.
Went to Wrigley yesterday. So
Oh, nice.
It was great.
Nice.
I didn't realize that the Metro was so close to Wrigley.
Yeah, it's like
so I walked down and had a moment. It was great.
it's essentially across the street.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you know, the last time that that we talked on the radio was pretty much around the time the record came out, Lost in the Dream. It was really early on when you played the show
We
at
played
Metro.
the Metro, right.
Yeah, and then you came up to the XRT performance stage the next day and played some songs. Man, that was a while ago, and you know, the thing about Lost in the Dream, and I've got to ask you this because just with the title, did this surpass your dreams for what the record was supposed to be? What's been going on with this? I mean, there's so much love for this record. It seems like everybody really likes it.
I guess I guess so. Yeah, it's like, it's funny. Like, you know, when you finished it or turned it in or making it, like, you're never really thinking like on those terms. Like, oh, what do I want it to do, or how do I want it to, how many people, you know? So it's not like this thing where it like blows us away, but it's like, it's been this beautiful gift, you know, that like we just, you know, we're still touring on this record, and like it's definitely just reached places and hit, you know, and to have songs that you work hard on and then they like, people react so positive to it, you know, when they hear them, and it's just, it's really pretty special. So
yeah, well, the cool thing about the record is, and that's probably why it has this longevity, that you can listen to this record over and over again. You hear something different every time. It's not like I listened to this once. Oh yeah, that was cool. It's something that you just go back to, and that's pretty cool.
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we try to do.
So when you worked on this record, you worked with the full band on it, right? Is that
For the
pretty
most
much
part,
how that
yeah.
happened?
This one was each record gets progressively more full bandish. We tracked some basic tracks as a band, not necessarily the band as you know it now, but friends, you know. And then, you know, I worked on it over the course of a year, all over the place. But there wasn't really too much that was tracked live as a band, and you know, we walked into the control room and it was like, oh, there's the record, you know. A lot of it was pretty pieced together, and then we redid the drums. But when we were mixing it, that's kind of when Nicholas, who mixed it, gave this really great illusion of it being a band playing in a room. So.
Yeah, well, now that you've been playing it for over a year live, pretty much constantly, man, what's happened to those songs? Have they grown? Have they taken on new personalities?
They just take off, and yeah, they just become their own little thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have a lot of fun, like when we're mixing. I don't know if it's fun, but like like arranging and like reinterpreting the song at the very end of having spent so much time recording it. And sometimes I'm still surprised that songs ended up where they did. Like when I remember how it started, and then it just like blows my own mind sometimes.
Yeah.
That the songs got to where they got.
Well, it's kind of cool. That's what the experience is listening to the record, because you begin in one place and the record really does take you somewhere. It's
cool.
It's pretty cool that way. And man, Lauded at the end of the year, you had to be really thrilled and also, like as you said before, just sort of, it's like a blessing almost. Man, so many people like this. It was #1 record from pretty much every publication, or at least in the top 5. It was really well received critically, and you know, you've been playing it a lot, doing great festivals, man. You've played pretty much everywhere, right? All the major festivals with this.
Feels like it, yeah.
Yeah. And then I see that you've got a gig coming up at Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah, in October.
Wow. Have you ever played there before?
No, I've actually never even been there.
No, right?
So I can't wait.
Yeah, and then out in LA, you're playing at the Greek
At the
Theater
Greek,
as
yeah.
well. These are like some of the finest concert halls, most famous concert halls around, man.
I know.
Yeah, congratulations.
I know. Where
on
do we
that.
go from there? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe back in the studio.
Maybe, yeah, hopefully.
Just keep playing this record for
Hopefully,
years.
yeah.
You can do it.
I know.
Have you guys started thinking about that yet? Going in?
Yeah, I think about it all the time. You know, I'm ready to get in that mode. Been, you know, demoing a lot of songs, and when I have time, you know, spending like a week in Paris by myself, rented out a studio to work on some songs. So, yeah, there's a lot of different ideas floating around about how to do it and what to do and where to do it. And
does it, because you're on the road so much, does it come up with the band? Like, do you guys come up with ideas together? And
yeah, I definitely blast out a lot of, you know, varying things. You're like, oh, well, one day he said this, but now he's thinking this. I don't know what's going on. So I think mostly because there is no time to actually make a decision, that it's like, oh, let's maybe think about this, or, you know, build our own place, or, you know. I mean, Chicago, it's like the Wilco Loft is like, for anybody in the band, is kind of like the peak, you know, that's kind of what you all hope to have in some capacity.
Right. I know, it's such a comfortable place, man. So many good things come out of that.
So something like, maybe something like that, or who knows. But
yeah,
definitely want to try to make a record, you know, with the guys in a different way than I have in the past. So.
Well, cool. Well, we certainly look forward to that. We're talking with Adam from the War on Drugs, and you know, all the best on everything you want to do. And thanks a lot for stopping by here.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Live from Lollapalooza. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to play one of the songs that you performed on the performance stage.
Oh, cool.
When you were here last year, and it's Red Eyes.
Killer.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. It's Adam.
Thank you.
The War on Drugs. We're live from Lollapalooza on 93 XRT.